The City of Richmond Hill's volunteer portfolio is a pretty dynamic group. We have about 3,700 active volunteers in our roster, and we onboard about 500 volunteers every year. So I believe our City of Richmond Hill volunteers just make ways through all of the programs that the city offers. They're involved in all kinds of community events and initiatives, and they just help enhance all of our city offerings for the growing population of Richmond.
My name is Vino Xiao, and I have volunteered for various summer camps, and I also volunteered at the David Dunlap Observatory. A memorable experience would be Broadway Bound Junior Summer Camp, and that was very memorable for me because I used to be on stage, and now I get to see the kids on stage and know the process of their effort and their preparation. So it's really amazing to see and witness those kids come from somewhere that they don't even know where they came from, and then they suddenly have a place of belonging.
My name's Norman Maddow. I've been living in Richmond Hill since '88 with my wife, and our family grew up here. In about 2013, I believe I became a member at the McConaughey Senior Centre. The one thing I enjoy is when you get the feedback from the people that either you've done a presentation or you're assisting them in trying to understand a particular type of subject. And you can just see that glow in their eye that you've got through to them. It's almost like you're a student and you have a tutor and the light goes off in the student. So it's a personal satisfaction, I guess, and it's a nice feeling to be able to help people.
I met Naim about a year and a half ago. She's an incredibly determined person, and it was last fall, or just the end of last summer, she had a National Accessibility Day for people to get out and map trails in their community for people with accessibility issues. She united the whole country together in one day. That's not an easy chore. Canada should be proud. Not just Richmond Hill, but Canada should be proud.
My name is Mayan Ziv. I'm the founder and CEO of Access Now. So it's been a few years since we began collaborating with RH Mobility. One of the greatest ways to engage people is to give people the opportunities to get outdoors, to not only explore the businesses and spaces that we deem or think of when we think, oh, accessibility, but also the parks and trails that Richmond Hill has to offer. It feels really special to be recognized within my own hometown. And so I think one of the most rewarding experiences has been the ability to document and share information about the accessibility of some of the great trails that I didn't even know existed in my own backyard.
My name is David Chung. Actually, my volunteer is to teach a Tai Chi class in Richmond Hills, the fitness center. That is over almost 20 years now. When I started, I don't have any expectation, and I'm just happy to see the people coming in. And the reaction from a student, you know that I get rewarded every day.
I would describe David as an altruistic leader who consistently puts others before himself, giving his time, energy, and expertise without expecting anything in return. One of David's most remarkable talents is his ability to build community and creating a friendly and welcoming environment.
My name's Donna Harrison, and currently my volunteer position is with the Oak Ridges Lions Club, and I am the secretary. I've been a volunteer in Richmond Hill for the last 30 years. When you volunteer for a long time, I don't think you really recognize about yourself what you do. It's just, you just do, that's what you do. But what I did learn is that community is very important. And I think everybody needs to know that community is important.
I've known Donna approximately 25 years, and I feel that she's worthy because of the incredible commitment she has to being a volunteer. She does things that are incredible. She's an advocate for seniors. She supports the homeless. Lions has got a service in general focus, so we have all sorts of things that we do. Donna definitely deserves to get this award.
So my name is Iris Murphy, and I volunteer currently in 3 different associations: Richmond Hill Hockey Association, the fostering of dogs with Team Dog Rescue, and Toronto Parents of Multiple Birth Association. Been involved with the Richmond Hill chapter and felt extremely honored that Richmond Hill would consider me and recognize me in this way. I was speechless when I first found out about it, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure I had expectations. I think to me it's always been about giving. I find it fun. You get to meet people, there's a social aspect to it. I got involved because it gave me that additional connection.
I've known Iris for almost 48 years, and I think Iris has put in a significant amount of volunteerism for both the town and all the other activities she's participated in. And as a result, it needs to at least be acknowledged.
I'm Marnie Beck Robinson, and as a volunteer at the Richmond Hill Community Food Bank, I'm what we call a regular volunteer, but I also sit on the board. I do it because I love it and I believe in it, but it is nice to have a little pat in the back and to be held up there in the same esteem as other people I admire immensely, because so many people in Richmond Hill are giving back and making the community a better place.
Marnie has been a valued member and volunteer of the Richmond Hill Food Bank for the past 9 years and has provided countless hours of volunteer time serving clients, being member of our board of directors, as well as providing a lot of behind-the-scenes support services. We appreciate the efforts of Marnie and all of our volunteers who come together to help provide the support and the care for the 3,600 people who come to our food bank each and every month.
My name is Al-Nashir Sumar. I'm an Ismaili in our Jamaat Khana, which is our place of worship. I volunteer my time to the community. Volunteerism is deeply embedded in my values, and I'm blessed with all that I have. This is my way of helping those who are less fortunate. It is our duty to help, to serve humanity and improve quality of life whenever we can.
We've known Al-Nasir is part of the community for over 35 years since the community has been in Richmond Hill. I've personally known him for close to 15 years since I've been part of the community. So his dedication, his time commitment is phenomenal, and we are truly appreciative of that.
My name is Yok Wong. Through the volunteer experience at Hill House, I learned that I can stretch much beyond my comfort zone while I contribute my time and my skills. And also, I feel like it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to shed some tears while I'm there. So I try very hard to remember that. I would say to future volunteers to have that courage to explore and to persevere. Choose something that appeals to you, commit to it, and then give it a try.
Naim Malik was a father, a husband, but more importantly, a community builder. Naim was suffering from mental health related matters, but continued to build purpose and passion in bridging a community that was resilient, that was vibrant, and that really brought everyone together from every walk of life. His work had meaning, his work had purpose, and his work had impact. Richmond Hill truly is a melting pot of the Canadian fabric. When we look and we trickle down what Canada means and what the Canadian population looks like, Richmond Hill truly is representative of that.
We need more Sarahs. She really wants to sincerely impart this knowledge of Indigenous crafts, and in doing so, just Indigenous knowledge, you come away with a really positive feeling when you are interacting with her. And I'm very grateful that she's part of our community.
Ani, Zashkwagijigombrishquaindishnikas, Mizikain Dodam, Richmond Hill, Ontario, and Dunjaba. Hello, my name is Sarah Loretta Schuster, and the spirit name given to me is Blue Sky Water Woman. I've worn many hats as a volunteer in Richmond Hill, and I would best describe myself as a community organizer and workshop facilitator. Something really beautiful happens at these workshops that I didn't anticipate or plan. I thought it would be people coming to learn from me, but it has also been people coming to learn from each other. As Richmond Hill is a beautifully diverse city with people from all nations, something really cool happens when everyone is sitting together at a craft table. People are sharing techniques and stories about how they do similar craft work in their countries and how they use similar medicines, and sharing stories about their own drums and songs. To me, this is something really powerful, and this is how we build bridges of understanding within our neighborhoods.
My name is Marge Andre. Why volunteer? Why not? It really enriches your life. I really see the value in being involved. It's good for the community, and hence, then it's good for you. So that's why I'm doing it.
It's hard to think of an aspect of life in Richmond Hill that Marge hasn't had something to do with and some kind of influence. We're so fortunate to have her in Richmond Hill, and I consider her a friend. She's just very compassionate and involved. All these words that would describe her. So I'm happy she's getting this award. Well deserved.
My name is Giovanni Battaglini. This recognize mean a lot to me. It brings back memory, good memory. Thank you all very much.
I have known Giovanni Battaglini since 2001. He is a silent hero, as his dedication to helping people, communities, and the arts and the cultural events has been lifelong, yet quiet. His contributions have helped in preserving Italian heritage, promoting cultural exchanges, empowering youth, and supporting cultural organizations in our community.
My name is Glamina Betancourt, and I'm the principal organizer of the Richmond Hill Oak Ridge's Terry Fox Run. I started initially volunteering, watching my mother, who spent some time with Mother Teresa, helping her, and her guidance always told me to help others. So I read a little story about Terry Fox in 1980, and when he started his run, and when I met Terry, it completely, changed my life. I remember being at a fork in a road and choosing the path to go and help others.
I've known Glamina for over 10 years. She has this dedication and this passion that is absolutely unparalleled. And she's just incredible at galvanizing communities and groups of people to get together and do things.
My name is Marta Etcheby, and I'm involved in various volunteer activities here in Richmond Hill. In Richmond Hill, I started volunteering about 25 years ago. I'd been living here for about 17 years at the time, and I decided that it was time to get involved in my community. I love it here in Richmond Hill, and so I started with my first political campaign 25 years ago. Oh, I'm so honored when Liz, she called me up, congratulations, you got the award. And I tear up when I say this, just very honored.
Every interaction I've had with her, she's shown full integrity, and she's a hard worker, and just very nice to work with. So I know that the work that she's done with the women engineers who have a hard enough time sort of breaking into the workforce, she's helped them along, she's mentored them, so she really supports them. And yeah, it's really, really nice to see that.
My name is Andrea Kulish. I'm past president of the Richmond Hill Historical Society, and currently I serve as the vice president and the treasurer. There were a lot of things that I have done in volunteering that I didn't think I would ever do. And I also decided I was going to become involved in anything that I could touch on that I had experience in. So that's what I've done over the years. I've learned a lot of things, met a lot of really nice people, but I've learned that I am able to do a lot of things that I didn't think I'd ever do before.
Andrea's passion for heritage, joining a historical society, I saw that change in the society and her presence within the community. And myself, as a person who has dedicated most of their career to heritage, I've always believed that it's our past that shapes the present and the future. And we need to bring awareness to that in the community. And that is what Andrea is. Her leadership has done that.
My name is Wade, and my volunteer position at Mackenzie Health is GPS and the mail and postboards. It means a lot to me. My mom also received this award back in 1994. So being recognized for this recognition means a lot, and I do the best I can.
I would describe Ryan as caring. In his volunteer role, he took the time to educate patrons beyond what he was expected to as a volunteer, and that was greatly appreciated by not only our customers, but staff who were at times busy doing their other responsibilities.
My name is Ryan, and I have 3 volunteering experiences. I'm the founder of a charity fitness organization at my school, a volunteer at the Recreational Therapy Board at Mackenzie Health, and I'm also an assistant instructor for disabled children that want to learn how to swim. I've been volunteering since I turned 14, right from the day, so it's going to be 2.5 years. A really important reason I began volunteering was to just get out there in the world, start connecting with my community. And I wanted to try different things and see what would interest me the most. So my advice would be to just do it. Start as early as you can and do as much as you can.
I've worked at the Richmond Hill Soccer Club for 21 years, and during that entire time, Ernie has been on the board of directors of the club. He's deserving, I think, because of his dedication to the club over the years, seeing us through successes like our National Youth Club license with Canada Soccer, and tribulations such as COVID-19, where the club managed to come through that financially strong.
My name is Ernie Henderson, and I'm the Vice President of the Richmond Hill Soccer Club. This is my 37th year with the club, and I've been on the board for 33 years. I first volunteered to coach my daughter in House League. I've certainly enjoyed the experience. I have been willing to commit myself to the club, and I think I've proved that I'm a caring person and that I care about people, I care about kids, and I care about the Richmond Hill community.
What set up ICTC apart from other organizations is that we are constantly seeking answers and solutions for social issue and challenge faced by youth and family. We provide this solution through event, educational program, and workshop and free classes for youth and their parents in the community.
The impact of our organization actually is to boost the confidence of the youth, to bring them out of isolation and get the families together. These are the main factors in the society when you are working with the community. You have to have all the people together and focus on the issues and the problems they have and try to resolve them. That's what our organization are doing now.
I've known Kidambi for 29 years, ever since I came to Canada. He has been helpful from the time we landed here in Canada as an immigrant from India. And beyond me and my family, I've heard and come across several other families who have been helped by Kidambi. He has taken the time to help a lot of people, and beyond that, now it's an inspiration. Seeing that he is being recognized and how one can offer the services and share the knowledge for the benefit of everybody else in the society is a very great feeling too.
My name is Kidambi Raj. I've been involved with volunteering in full time from 2003, and before that I've done ever since I came to Toronto in 1971. My father always insisted when you're growing up, don't forget people are here to help you at every stage in life, and reach a stage in life when you have to give something back to the community that you live in. You do volunteer work, you don't expect anything, but if you keep on doing it, eventually you'll do that. Because I strongly believe somebody said that you keep on helping others, and sooner or later, when time comes in, there will be help for you from others. You don't have to ask for it, it will be there.